If tonight was a shortstop showdown, then Jacob Wilson just walked off with the crown. Tonight on Locked On A's.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am your host, Booney, one name, all passion. Thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen of the day. I'm from the Bay Area, and I've been a diehard A's fan since 1981. This isn't just another A's podcast. This is the most informative and insightful show on the A's, period. We cover the A's every single day, breaking down games and delivering the latest team news, giving you deep, thoughtful analysis you will not find anywhere else. If it's happening in Sacramento or in Vegas, we got you covered. We are free and available wherever you get your podcast, including YouTube. And do me a favor and hit that subscribe button wherever you are following the show. Today's episode is brought to you in part by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. Well, guys, the streak is over. The narrative is flipped. The A's rolled into KC with a 14-game losing streak and a team ERA that could have doubled as a fire alarm, and left with a statement win against one solid Royal team. Tonight was about two shortstops and one message. The A's aren't done yet. Jacob Wilson, the rookie phenom, who's been nothing short of electric, outshined Royals MVP candidate Bobby Witt Jr. on the same field on the same night and in front of the same scouts who are now seeing green and gold in their sleep. Wilson went 2 for 5 with 2 runs and now sports a .368 average, second best in all of baseball. Bobby Witt Jr., you ask? 0 for 4, advantage A's. But this game wasn't about one-upmanship. It was about answering the bell. And Luis Severino, the A's biggest offseason swing, was worth every set tonight. He shoved for 7 2/3 innings of one-run balls, silencing the Kansas City crowd and the critics alike. The offense? Clutch when it mattered most. Austin Wins and Luis Urias launched solo bombs. Max Muncy came through with the dagger, a 2-run single with the bases loaded in the 6th. The kind of moment the A's have fumbled too many times before. Not this time. It got interesting in the 9th, I must admit. Final score, A's 6, Royals 4. On tonight's Locked On postgame show, we are breaking down the end of the road curse, the rise of Jacob Wilson, and why the A's may not be dead yet. We'll talk AL West standings, wild card dreams, and that shortstop duel that absolutely lived up to the hype, unless your name is Bobby Witt Jr. This one was a win with purpose. This was a statement. Round 1 goes to Wilson, to the A's, and to belief. Let's ride. What do you guys got? Well, Booney, we tried to kiss. Yeah, we sure did, didn't we, Bill? We sure did. Jesus Wilson is starting all-star shortstop. Agree with you, Jesus. Agree with you. You've been on it. Yep, I agree with you. Wilson definitely should be starting shortstop for the AL. Wilson had a great defensive gem, that one in the hole, Cage, right? I saw that as well. That was a hell of a play. No question about it, man. I mean, that was a heck of a play to get things going for the A's. Hustle was a little bit of a question for me today, man. You know, Soderstrom I've been a little bit down on as of late. I felt he played that ball poorly in the 8th with, was that with 2 outs? Yeah, with 2 outs. The one that went over his head, he either mistimed it or whatever. He's we complain a lot about Lawrence Butler not hustling. Tonight, a lot of it was on Tyler Soderstrom. He was a little bit he's been like that lately as well too. Hitting wise, he's not been there either. But I don't want to focus too much on the negative at all. You did tell me it was just a good win, just a good solid win. I was getting worried there for a while. It seemed like for a while again we weren't getting that big hit, right? We had a lot of opportunity to do so, and we just didn't, man, until Muncy finally came up in the sixth. It wasn't a ball that was hit overly hard. Just found his spot, got up the middle, scored 2 runs. It was huge. It was a huge play in the game. And Severino was great tonight, wasn't he? He was awesome. Severino's been great on the road. Go get the sweep. I'm thinking we just get tomorrow's game, Jesus. But yeah, I love the sweep, man. I mean, listen, guys, if you want to look at really, it's still not dead yet, guys. It's still not dead. We've seen crazier things happen. We had to start winning key games. And tonight was one of them. Kansas City is the team looking up as far as a wild card. So we got to get these wins. I don't care how they come. We got a 4-game set starting on Monday against Houston. It'd be nice to go in with some momentum. This is far from done. Max Money's looking much improved. Yeah, he is. No question about it, Master Ball. Even that his last at bat, he hit the ball real hard, right? Line drive out to second. He's definitely gotten better. I'd like to see a little bit more contact, less strikeouts. But yeah, no question. He is definitely getting a lot better without a doubt. I mean, tonight, he was 1 for 3, had 2 RBIs, a strikeout. I'm all right with it. Excuse me, it was 1 for 4 tonight. I apologize. 1 for 4. Kurtz, 1 for 4. Austin Wins, 1 for 4 with the bomb. Finally, big home run by Wins, huh? That was a big shot. We needed that. And Severino, yeah, Severino's been dominant on the road. It was real similar to a start he had. Was it in Milwaukee, I believe? Another one of those starts where he was dominant but didn't really strike out a lot of hitters. Servino is tough. Yeah, no question. I hope that Urias doesn't become. I don't think he will be an afterthought. G-Dub. I don't know how you keep a guy like Urias off the field, man. He's been great. What happened with that ball that got passed for the 9th and the triple? Games are blacked out in my area, so I have to settle for audio. Are you talking the one Soderstrom? He played it terrible, Cage. It's just he didn't go after the ball hard. For as hard as we've been on Butler for not hustling, Soderstrom's been just as bad as of late, if not worse. It was definitely a ball he should have caught. There's no question about it. It was hit hard. It was over his head a little bit, but he kind of just went after it soft, hands up. I mean, he stunk on that. No, so the triple. Okay, so we're talking about 2 different plays. I'm talking about the one Severino's last hitter in the 7th. Excuse me, in the 8th. The triple was just a shot, just a gapper. Good shot. He bobbled a little bit off the wall. Again, didn't play with a whole lot of with a big sense of urgency. But Soderstrom's really not running out balls to first either. Just a shot. Nothing special on that play, Cage. He did bobble it off the wall. He's probably going to get the 3rd anyway. This manager, man, can he put the best outfield defense in for the 9th up 6-1? Who would you have gone, though? You think you go Blade in left? What do you do, Master Ball? Who do you sub in that point? I mean, we don't have much on the bench as far as someone better than Soderstrom defensively. I mean, I wouldn't say Blade or Brown or anybody else we have on the bench is, I mean, maybe Schumann defensively in left. I don't even know if that's the case. I don't know who you would go to put the best team out there defensively. Let me take this quick break. When I come back, let's talk about the old Witt Wilson showdown.
Let's be honest, coffee isn't just part of the routine, it is the routine. It's the difference between mumbling through a Zoom meeting and conquering the world by 10 a.m. That's why I don't mess around anymore. I use Trade Coffee, the undisputed champion of coffee delivery in the U.S. These folks partner with over 50 of the best roasters in the country. So whether you're an espresso snob, a French press fanatic, or just need your cold brew fix, they've got the beans that'll blow your mind. Here's how it went down for me. I took Trade's quick coffee quiz. It took maybe 60 seconds and boom, first bag out of the box, a dark roast that smelled like toasted magic and tasted like it was brewed straight from a mountaintop sunrise. It made my old grocery store coffee taste like hot disappointment. And if they don't nail your first pick, they'll send you a new one free. That's how confident they are and how serious they are about getting your perfect cup. Right now, Trade is hooking you up with 50% off your 1-month trial. Just go to drinktrade.com/LockedOnMLB. That's TRADE.com/LockedOnMLB. Your taste buds will thank you. Your mornings will thank you. Honestly, your entire personality might thank you.
My A's bias, the good. Sevy, a man on the mission. The bad, Wilson. That's a bad man. 2 more hits. The ugly, Miller. I'm worried. I wouldn't be too worried on Miller. That's been kind of the theme with Mason Miller, right? Last year, this year, whenever he's in a position to kind of just get some work in, he gets hit. This isn't anything new. This is what happened to him last year. This was happened to him this year. It's just the way it is. What I don't like about it is now he threw 25 pitches tonight. So we put him in a 6-1 game, and I guarantee you now he's not going to be available for tomorrow or Sunday if we need him. Just sucks. I absolutely hate that. Sevy on the road. Soderstrom is officially a liability in the outfield. I wouldn't go that too far, Jay Souls. I think that play in the outfield just had to do with hustle, just kind of getting after it. And that's kind of been the deal with Soderstrom lately. And that's kind of the deal I have with the organization and Kotze. Heads don't roll in this organization. They're not accountable. You either coach it or you allow it. And that's what's kind of happening with a guy like Soderstrom. They're not going to say anything to him. Not many options, I understand, but at least JJ is playing his position outfielder. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I hear you, Master Ball. I hear you. I just feel that play in left field for sort of didn't have anything to do with defensive acumen. It just kind of had to do with stuff with Soderstrom kind of just hustling and getting after it a little bit. You would have thought Butler to three-run home the way I jumped out of my seat. Hey, I thought that bunt was awesome, man. I thought that was a selfless play by Lawrence Butler. I thought it was a smart play. I love that bunt situation. But, I mean, the rookies had big hits, right? Kurtz had a big hit in the 4th with that line drive. Excuse me, that was in the 3rd inning. Line drive, 2 outs, down the first baseline, hit a shot. It would have been a shame if that got caught. That got our 2nd run home. Would have been nice if Austin Wynns can deliver with the bases loaded, but hey, 2-1, take it. Urias led off the 4th with just a bomb, man. Just a bomb. But again, we had a chance with 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. And this time, Soderstrom was in this position multiple times, grounded out softly to second base. Excuse me, grounded out softly to first base. And then it kind of got quiet for a while until the 6th inning, right? Still a 3-1 ball game. Urias grounded out. It was nice to see Denzel Clark with a nice line drive base hit right down the left field line. Butler, like you said, G-Dub, bunt hit down the 3rd baseline was crucial. One of the big plays of the game, right? Wilson big base hit to right field, kind of placed it right in between the first base and the second base side. And then Rooker struck out, which is huge, right? We have bases loaded, 1 out, same situation. And Rooker struck out. It's like, God, here we go again, right? It's Soderstrom. To be honest, I didn't want to see Soderstrom up. We got lucky. Kansas City gave us a break right there. Cruz was pitching for the Royals. Good pitcher. Has under a 2 ERA. Walk Soderstrom. Thank you very much, KC. And Muncy, yeah, 100%. Muncy came up big with a knock up the middle, scoring 2 runs, making the score 6-1. Soderstrom got walked, made it 4-1. Muncy with the big hit, 6-1. And after that, it was kind of just, it was Sevy the whole way, man. He was awesome. We finally got a big hits with runners on. No question, man. No question whatsoever. What were we with runners on base? 3 for 8. We'll take it, right? 3 for 8 with runners on in scoring position. But with that being said, guys, we still left 9 runners on base. So there's still a lot of room for improvement when we're talking about that. Jay Souls, Witt is a nice little trade. Yeah. With that being said, only hit of the year so far is that home run. He's 1 for, what is he? 1 for 8 so far on the year. But yeah, still great at bat. We kind of needed that, right? To start off the second inning. KC went up 1-0 up right off the bat. I'm like, oh no, here we go, man. So sure, 100%. He gives us some pop too. He's a professional, man, a big league veteran, no question about it. And finally, hey, they used McFarland when they were supposed to use McFarland, right? 2 outs in the inning. Come in for your 1 batter. Who's a lefty? Retire him, get him out, etc. So, you know, we'll take it, man. I mean, and Bobby Witt, man. Bobby Witt's not been having the best of years. 278 right now. He has, 6 home runs so far this year? He's not having a real big year. I mean, can you say, is it easy to say right now? Is it a good argument to say that right now speaking, Jacob Wilson's the best shortstop in all of baseball? I don't think that's a big statement. Who am I missing? Francisco Lindor, probably better. I take him over everybody else. I take him over Henderson with the Orioles. I mean, I think the only shortstop I wouldn't take him over is probably is Lindor. Who am I missing, guys? Am I missing somebody else? I'm sure there's somebody else. Seager, I take him over Seager. Let me just run down who else is shortstops here. Bichette, I take him over Bichette. I'm taking him over Witt, no question. I'm taking over Seager. I'm taking him over Pena. I'm not taking over Lindor. Do I take him over Trey Turner? I think I do take over Trey Turner. Yeah, that's about it. All season, everyone had Witt locked as a starter for the All-Star game. Now Wilson is creating a convo. Maybe not Witt. The series can draw eyes. No question about it, man. Witt's doing okay average-wise, right? 278, 8 home runs, OPS of .804. He's good. He's solid. But when you compare that to what Wilson's doing, I mean, it's not really much of a comparison right there, right? Wilson, 367, OPS 919. And Wilson has 8 home runs as well, 38 RBIs as well. So Wilson's tearing it up. Ellie, ooh, good call. I forgot about Ellie. Jesus. I mean, right now, Wilson has better numbers. But I'm taking Wilson. Screw it. I'm sticking with Wilson on that one. But yeah, good call there. I'm sticking with Wilson. But hey, that's a tough one. Hey, take this last break, guys. When I come back, hey, we're never out of the wild card and we're never out of the standings, guys. We got 2 more against Kansas City, 4 on Monday against Houston. Let's ride some momentum, man. Let's ride some momentum. Who knows? You never know.
The NBA Finals are here and they are cooking. Pacers versus Thunder games 1 through 3 was absolute chaos in the best way. Lead changes, jaw-dropping dunks, buzzer beaters, and breakout performances coming out of nowhere. You can't blink during these games or you will miss something wild. So why? Just watch it when you can win with it. FanDuel makes it stupid easy to get in on the action. From pregame to midgame, I've been tracking who's clutch when it counts. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in crunch time? Yes, please. If you got a feel for who's heating up, lock in a same game parlay and ride that momentum. Want to bet live? Stack props as the game unfolds. I did it during game 1 and turned a heat check into a payday. Oh, and if you are new to FanDuel, drop a $5 bet. And if it hits, they are throwing $200 in bonus bets your way. You read that right. $200. Go to FanDuel.com to jump in. Make every moment count with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA.
Lindor has 54 Ks versus Wilson 16. All right, here's a nice question for you guys. Let's see who can get this. Can you guess, without looking it up now, can you guess who is leading the A's in strikeouts, hitting-wise, and approximately with how many? Who is leading the A's in strikeouts, hitting, approximately with how many? Give me a guess. Give me a guess. In the meantime, it's going to be tough looking at the AL West standings. Even, I'm sure we all saw the Athletic Reputation standings, real gut kick. 13 back in the AL West. It's not Sodi, my A's. I'm sure we all saw the Athletic Reputation standings. I didn't see that. What am I missing here? Athletic Reputation. Oh, yeah, I did see that. Shoot. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by that. I saw that too. All right, here's the question again, guys. Who is leading the A's in strikeouts? My A's, you got it. Butler. Okay, so Lindor has 54 strikeouts. You guys got Butler correct. Lindor has 54 strikeouts. Like my A's said. How many do you think Butler has? How many do you think Butler has? 13 games back out of the AL West. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. Damn it. Take a guess on how many. All right, I'll give you an over-under. Over-under on strikeouts for Butler. 75. Do you think it's higher than 75? Lower than 75? Higher than 75? Lower than 75 for Lawrence Butler. 10 back in the wild card. Here's who we got to catch. We got to catch the Guardians, the Twins. 8 back from the Red Sox, Mariners, and Angels. 7.5 back from the Royals and Rangers. 2 back of the Orioles. It's not. Listen, is it ideal? No. But we're not dead, man. We're not dead. I don't care what anybody says, man. I don't care what anybody says. Let's see. The Astros got a 5-game lead all of a sudden. Yeah, you got it. 82 Ks for Butler. I was surprised when I saw that, man. I was surprised. I mean, I get, yep, Ks, you guys got it all. 82 Ks for Lawrence Butler, man. 82. That's a lot. That's a lot of strikeouts. The Astros have just been a hot team right now, man. 39-30, 25-13 at home. And the Mariners have been just awful. Just awful. Here's some of the scores for tonight. Marlins beating the Nationals 8-2. Angels, hey, 82 G-dubs. Angels decide they don't want to do anything. They are now down 2-0 to the Orioles. Something we want to see. That's good for us. Diamondbacks beating the Padres 5-1. That Diamondbacks team is good. Guardians beating the Mariners. Jesus, Mariners are just slumping. Giants handing it to the Dodgers 5-1. Logan Webb has thrown a no-hitter even though the Dodgers have a run. Pirates beat the Cubs 2-1. Phillies beat the Blue Jays 8-0. That's good for us. Tigers beat the Reds 11-5. Red Sox beat the Yankees 2-1. The Rays beat the Mets 7-5. Braves beat the Rockies 12-4. Rangers beat the White Sox 3-1. Astros, another win. All of a sudden now the Twins want to go cold. Unreal. And a good win for the A's, right? Good win for the A's today. Tomorrow, what do we got on the mound tomorrow? Who do we got in the bump, fellas? Jacob Lopez, all right, against Michael Lorenzen. Another winnable game, man. Another winnable game. We got to have that same type of approach we had at the plate. We've been having at the plate. Rooker's been swinging a good bat. Rooker's been swinging a really, really good bat as of late. And he's quietly putting together a year. Even Lawrence Butler, when you really look at his year, he's fine, right? Lawrence Butler, 262, 9 home runs, 29 RBIs, 11 stolen bases. Jeez, guys, he's probably going to end up with like 25 bombs, 265, and like he's 25 stolen bases. He's going to be close to 30-30. So, G-Dub, 13 games is a lot, man. It's a lot. If we could sweep the Astros, I'm with you. We got to start just winning games. We got to start stringing together some wins is the big thing the A's need to do right now. That's the big key for us. And tomorrow, it's a must win against the Royals because it's a gettable win. We're finally not going against somebody's ace. It seems like every other game we're going against somebody's ace. It's a 1:10 start time too. And then Sunday, what do we got on Sunday? Jeffrey Springs against Noah Cameron. Noah Cameron's been good, man. 2.17 ERA. Stud, young stud. Against Jeffrey Springs. This time Jeffrey Springs did a little bit of what we need him to do as well. So it's a big series coming up. We got to wrap it up, and then we got to go home and get some wins. I constantly feel like I'm repeating myself. But when you look at the hitter stats, right, even Brett Rooker, 277, 15 home runs, 41 RBIs. I mean, Rooker's going to end up with 34 bombs, hitting 280. He's going to have a big year hitting-wise. The story of our year so far has been, we don't need to say it, right? Starting pitching in the bullpen. It's been atrocious. It's been so bad. It's been so bad. So, hey, it's a good win. It's always better. It's not so much the win. It's just better than losing, right? And that's what counts the most. But 105 tomorrow. I should be here for postgame tomorrow. And it was a fun game, man. It's always fun to get one. That's for sure. Especially when you've been struggling as much as the A's have been. I think the problem lies deeper than just one win. But at this point, who cares, right? Can you break down the body language of Sevy when Kotze pulled him? Not sure he was pissed. I think he was okay. My A's. He threw 104 pitches. I think he was more a little disappointed at the play Soderstrom made towards the ball in left field than anything else. I thought that was a BS play by Soderstrom. I didn't like it. I think he was more pissed and disappointed in that. I thought he was gassed. I think he was okay with coming out and just more disappointed at the effort Soderstrom put in left field. That was a garbage effort, man. That was a garbage effort. No question about it. So I think it was just more than that. That's what I think. All right, fellas, I'll check you out tomorrow. Hopefully we get another win. Take care, guys.
You made the right call by making Locked On A's your first listen. Championship mindset, elite taste. Now, for your second listen, it's time to hit the big stage with Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. It's like the MLB version of Red Zone, except instead of touchdowns, you're getting bombs, bat flips, and bullpen meltdowns from across the league. You will get local experts breaking it all down with that home team edge, but on a national scale. No fluff, no filler, just real talk from people who actually watch the games. So after you roll with us, level up with Locked On MLB Game Night. Find it on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.